Hello, it's me, Cubby, and Giant Simba, and welcome to the last and final personal spin of the year. Ooh. This is effectively, let me just adjust this camera slightly, going to be a review of the year. No, not the entire, well, sort of the entire year, but not the entire year. Well, anyway, say hello to my new giant Simba who I got for Christmas. Woo! And he's wearing this awesome Keep Calm and Hakuna Matata. See? Perfect, which my big sister got me. But because I'm fat and overweight, it doesn't quite fit. Let me just adjust this camera ever so slightly more. There we go. Right. So, firstly, I should probably start off with the obvious. This year saw the release, or the effective release, of the Lion Guard TV show. And although the film came out the year before, in November, the actual series didn't start until the beginning of this year. I think. Well, now I've said it, I can't go back. And with that, resulted in plushies and cough. Woo! Including this giant Kion. This is my giant Kion, which my friend William bought me, aka Snooky Bear. He is awesome and he has pokey noses, fluffy head fluff, and the Lion Guard logo. Woo! And then I got Bestie, or rather my mum got me Bestie. Woo! He's my second favourite character because he's so big and fluffy and has beanie belly. Rah. Rah. And then my little sister got me Small Kion. He's a bit mucky because I took him to Scotland, but we'll get there in a minute. And he sleeps in my bed with me. And he's got monkey ears. Woo. And then everyone's least favourite character, Bongo. Woo! Who does a dance. Do 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 do. Okay. And then last but not least, my Foolie with a wobbly head. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. So, The Lion Guard is quite literally the best children's TV show ever, and quite frankly how it didn't come out 100 years ago I don't know. But I'm glad it has come out now. And of course, there was my favourite episode, Lions of the Outlands, that came out some time ago, and it was awesome, and I've watched it like every day since it came out. So that's awesome. Right, let's start at the beginning of the year. In the beginning of the year, there was me. And then David Bowie died. Not really, I mean... Yes, his music is very good, and I have a number of his albums, but other than the fact that he's dead, I'm not sad because I didn't know him personally, really, and, you know, boo-hoo and cry, but the end. And same with all the other celebrities that have died this year. Yes, a lot of celebrities have died, but it's getting to that point where people are getting old now. And the celebrities from today just will never reach the same heights because there's so many of them and because of the way the world works now. So it seems like all the major stars are dying, and they are, and there's no one to replace them, but there are, but it doesn't feel that way. So yes, that's been sad, but not that sad. I know that's probably controversial, but that's just the way it is. Right, onwards. What else happened this year? This year, me and my best friend Aaron went to Scotland, and I've got something in my eye, and it was quite literally the best ever. First, we walked all day, every day, with the, well, Aaron did, with the world's heaviest bag, and then, when it got too heavy, we decided to camp for 2 days and then have our bags taken, at which point our wild camping trip descended into basically staying in really nice hostels and bed and breakfasts and stuff. However, then Aaron got ill, and I bucketed up my ankle, like to the point where I literally couldn't walk anymore. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I continued walking on it a couple of days after I hurt it. But I hurt it walking 14 miles, which doesn't sound a lot, but bear in mind it's up and down mountains, and carrying, because I carried Aaron's bag for a little while, and carrying Aaron's bag up an actual more or less vertical hill destroyed my right Achilles tendon. How I managed to continue beyond that is actually beyond me, because then for the next 2 days we were camping and resting, which in hindsight was good, and the next day we walked 7 or 8 miles, and how I didn't notice it was hurting I don't know. And then after that we walked another, oh my eyes really itchy, another 7 or 8 miles, and then we stayed in a bed and breakfast. Ooh. And then we walked another 7 or 8 miles, and then the next day we failed utterly and ended up coming home the day after that. So we did meet a very nice man though, called Maurice, depending on how you want to pronounce it. He was the most amazing man. He took us from the bridge of Orkney all the way back down to Glasgow so we could get a ride on the train home that very same day. So other than the end bit, the actual trip was awesome, and I'm going to do it again. I nearly said this year, but next year, which is actually in less than 12 hours time. But anyway, onwards with the most important feature of the show.
The most important feature of the show.
At this point, which are my favourite albums of this year. Now, I haven't limited them to a number, and I have to admit I haven't actually got all of them with me because my room was tidied the other day with Aaron and rearranged, and I've lost some of them. And they take me about 4 years to actually find them all. So I've decided I'm not going to look for them, I'm just going to mention them. So, firstly, and in no particular order, one of my favourite albums is Hell Yeah's Undeniable. I like it for its simplicity and catchiness, and that's about all. Musically it's nothing special, but meh. And then Spellcasters, Night Hides the Void. I love this album. I think it's brilliant. It's like a classic heavy metal, and it's short too, which means it's not too long. Obviously. I also really like Gojira's Magma. I thought they did something just a little bit different to their last album. It was much more melodic and a bit more eerie, but it still had that obvious Gojira sound, obviously. So I really like that one. Then one of the best albums of this year, quite frankly, and by quite a large margin, is Amon Amarth's Viking. This is the album that made me like them. Before this album I'd never even heard them. I had heard of them, but not heard them. And after listening to this about 10 times in a row, I was smitten. And so I bought more of their albums, which are somewhere on these shelves. So yes, one of the best albums of this year. Another one of the best albums of this year, which I can't find, is Dream Theater's The Astonishing, released much earlier this year, so most people have probably forgotten it. It was very ambitious, very long, and is a double disc album. And it's like watching a theatre production. It was very interesting, only without watching it you listen to it, which was what Aaron told me, and after that it actually sunk in. Before then I found it a bit too long. However, it's good. Another, surprisingly, of my favourite albums this year is Pickle Barking. No, Pickle Shush is Metallica's new album. I know, I have to admit to being Happy New Year! I am Kyle and I am Cubby. And we are here to say, whoops, I'm not on camera. And we are here to say thank you for, I'm not even sure, but thank you for watching my YouTube channel, which I started this year. And a Happy New Year. And other noises. Thank you for watching. Bye. Happy New Year. And stuff.